Joy Gurudev, Joy Ma. Now we will talk about Veda or Sutak and Veda and Sutak of Eclipse and what is Veda and Sutak and how is it has to be observed. So we have already told you 2 days back that all the four lunar eclipse in this year are plenubral eclipse and most of the Hindu calendars they don't even consider prenuptial eclipse as eclipse, so they are very light. One of the most important but small question has arisen that if Chandra moon eclipse is not seen or solar eclipse is not seen or if it is prenuptial eclipse, do we observe the Sutak and Ved of it? And what is Sutak and Ved? So yes, you have to observe the Sutak and Ved even if it is prenuptial solar eclipse, because 2 days back in the first video I've already told you that this year is an important year for eclipse and there are 6 eclipses. You can't just, and this year is one of the most important year. Coming year 2020 is the most important year, so you can't take it lightly. You have to observe it, but if the eclipse is not seen in your locality, in your country, in your area where you are, then not your birthplace but the place where you are during the eclipse, then you don't need to observe the eclipse. You have to keep away from the eclipse. So what is the time of Sutak in my country? One very interesting question. And will the eclipse be seen in my country? You will have to Google that. Each and every country, if I keep telling you, 18 to 20 videos will be just gone in telling you whether which eclipse will be seen in your country and which eclipse will not be seen in your countries. Six eclipse and around 600 countries in the world. I think so. So how can and most of the time it happens that it is seen in one part of the country and it is not seen in the next other part of the country. So each and every state or town or city, it's difficult. So you have to just Google that whether it is going to be seen or not, what are the do's and don'ts of eclipse, and why Sutak and Ved are applicable at some places and not applicable at some places. So I will also answer this, that if the eclipse is seen in your country, the Ved and Sutak are applicable, and if it is not seen, they are not applicable. So Google the time, what is the time of eclipse in your country, and if it is going to be seen, then all this will really apply to you, or else just the predictions of eclipse will be applying to you. Sutak will absolutely not apply. Ved will absolutely not apply to places where eclipse is not visible. Okay, but the predictions will of course apply. So in this video we will see how is the time of Ved calculated. What is Ved? Ved is knowledge. The Vedas, the word has come from Ved. Ved means knowledge, to know. The knowledge of Grahan, when is it going to happen? The knowledge of this eclipse have been from time immemorial with the Egyptians, the Indians, the Parthos. They knew all about astrology, astronomy, much before. But the knowledge of eclipse doesn't mean that you know when the eclipse is going to fall, but the vibrations, the germs, the negativity, the heaviness, the excess energy, the heavy energy is felt before the eclipse will start. So, I'll tell you how to calculate the Veda, the knowledge of eclipse. From what time does our planet Earth feel the heavy vibrations of eclipse? So, 24 hours in a day is divided by 8 prahars. The Indian or the Aryan or the Egyptian method of counting of days is that we divide the day into 8 prahars. 8 prahars means 8 parts of the day or 8 phases of the day, with 3 hours divided into each phase. So 8 threes are 24. That completes 24 hours. So in one day, 24 hours, there are 8 prahars. During a solar eclipse, now listen to this very carefully. During the solar eclipse, the vibrations, the negativity, the heaviness of the eclipse begins before 4 phases, 4 prahars of the main event. For example, if what is 4 prahar? First of all, let us see that. 1 prahar is of 3 hours. So 4 threes are 12 hours. So 12 hours before. So for example, if the solar eclipse is going to be caused at 12 noon, the effect of it will be experienced from previous night 12 midnight. And if the lunar eclipse is going to be visible at 12 midnight, the experience, the vibrations of it will be experienced from noon, 12 noon on that same day. So this is about the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is the negativity, the heaviness, I won't call it negativity, heaviness of solar eclipse is experienced 12 hours before it, and the negativity of lunar eclipse is experienced 9 hours before it. So if at 9 p.m. if you are going to experience lunar eclipse, the Veda of it will be experienced at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at 1 p.m. So at 1 p.m. the Sutak will be established. So 1, 2, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6, 7, 8 and 9 p.m. and from 12 noon. So from 12 noon, 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, you will experience the Veda. This is how you experience, how you calculate the time of the Veda. Veda is the time 12 hours before solar eclipse, 9 hours before lunar eclipse. I will repeat myself. Veda is a period which is 12 hours before solar eclipse and 9 hours before lunar eclipse. So, what is Sutak? What is the Sutak period? The period of the Veda and the period during the eclipse. The period before the eclipse is known as Veda, 12 hours before solar eclipse, 9 hours before lunar eclipse, and the period of the eclipse may be experienced for 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever is the time of eclipse, and whatever is the time of the Veda of the eclipse, this whole period, there are some rules to be observed. In fact, they are disciplines. They have to be observed for your own betterment. these disciplines which have to be observed, this period when these disciplines have to be observed during the period of the Veda and during the period of the eclipse is known as Sutak. And these disciplines are noted under this Sutak. So, what are the do's and don'ts of this Sutak we will see in the upcoming video. But you know what you have to do? You have to share this video with everyone. Like, comment. More you comment, the more it will be shown to all, and you will be a part of this noble work of spreading this wisdom, this knowledge to the world. So please share this video, comment, like, share it on all your social media. Okay, come on. And the next video we'll talk more about Ved and Sutak. If you have any questions, we are here to answer it. But have some patience. Every day we are posting different videos on this, and you will get enough. Aum Tatsat.